Hi everyone, this is Usha Pandit, your Mind Springs English teacher. Once again, today we are going to do a spoken English lesson on structures that you will use when you express uncertainty or doubt. It has a flip side. You can express certainty and surety also by simply doing the opposite or by removing the prefixes. You can sometimes use it for certainty also. But this is very useful because you can doubt anything, right? You can doubt science and history, and you can doubt human nature, and you can doubt people's capabilities. So, doubts or expressing doubts is a very useful structure, and there are several. The thing with English is that you don't say things in just one way. You can express what your feelings are in several ways, and that is one of the complications. So let's look at doubt. Now, doubts come when you have a job to finish, or when you are using someone else to finish a job, or maybe an accident, or you broke something, or there's a money problem, or you find something difficult, or you may be guilty of something. So, all these issues, lending money, whether you will succeed or not in an exam, all of this causes you to speculate on whether you will do it successfully or you will fail. So, doubts come in, expressing doubt. If this is the first time you are listening to my channel, make sure that you subscribe and press that bell notification so that you get my videos when I put them up. Also, make sure you write your comments in the box so that I know whether you like them or not, and do give me a like if you like them. So, let's begin right away. So, one of the most common ways to say it is I am not sure. Uncertain, doubt, I am not sure. I am not sure that people will live up to 150 years in the future. That's a simple one. I am not sure about people living. So, you see the living, that ing word is what you use after about. It's a gerund. I am not sure that people will live up to 250 in the future is your that clause. You are not sure about what that people will live is your noun clause. So, therefore, look at the grammar also in it a little bit, so that you learn grammar as you are saying it. So, you know that when you say about, you need to have this ing word. I am doubtful. Again, if you can say I am doubtful about, or you can say I am doubtful that. And what are you doubting? It can be something as simple as I doubt that he will come to the meeting, or I am doubtful about him coming to the meeting. See, ing word comes in. I am skeptical about. This is the other one. I am skeptical about. So, I am doubtful about, I am skeptical about people voting for a black or a woman president. So, you might have doubts about that because it's never happened before. I hope it happens, but you could be skeptical about it when you look around and you realize that people are not really as tolerant as they profess to be. So, therefore, I am skeptical about. And again, I am skeptical that we will ever have a woman president in the future, might be one of your doubts. It is highly unlikely that, this is another way to put your doubt. It's highly unlikely that they will find another house like this one. So, a very simple thing like that. Or you might say it's highly unlikely that you will ever be able to find a job that is as well paying as this one. You know, you need to read a lot and you need to say these structures out loud. So, you pause my video and you repeat what I am saying. You will be amazed at how you pick up the language, because your tongue must get accustomed to talking in English. If your tongue is not accustomed to talking, the brain, all of these things function together. The tongue, the brain, the ear, all of these work together. That is why I ask students, I ask adults to read that newspaper aloud so that structures are heard and seen and spoken, and the brain processes those structures and they become permanent. So make sure you repeat these sentences. I am purposely using very good sentences for you so that you can repeat after me. Otherwise, I could have done some very simple stuff and thrown it and gone away, but I am not doing that. I am keeping it rigorous so that you get an opportunity to practice. So it is highly unlikely that, it is improbable that, all of these, it is not possible that, all of these are doubts. Okay? I have reservations about, very beautiful structure. I have reservations about this man being honest. I have reservations about her work being on time. So see, reservations about and being. You will always get this ing word after about. Make sure that you remember the gerund after the preposition rule and you will be fine. And say it several times, otherwise you will forget. Otherwise you will say things like, I have reservations that his work, and then you will put an ing word. You will make mistakes like that. So be careful with it. So you can have doubts about people's punctuality, about their capacity for doing something, about being honest, about being sincere or being loyal. All of these can go into doubt. Okay, so if you say that I am certain that. Now let's see how we can use a sure word and still be unsure. See how tricky it is. It's not just saying I am not sure, which is an easy one, or saying it's improbable, it's highly unlikely, etc. But you can say I am certain that, and then you can put a negative. I am certain that no one will believe him. So you are being negative, but you are starting with I am certain that. So you are sure about something negative. That's what you are trying to say. I am sure about, I am certain about him that no one will believe him. About him not being believed is what you would say if you wanted to use about. I am pretty confident that she will become the MD of this company. I am pretty confident. See this word, pretty confident. Quite confident, that's what it means. Doesn't mean she's pretty. It means I'm quite confident that she will become the MD of this company. You can say I'm pretty confident that she will not be the MD of this company, that she will never be the MD of this company. You can do this also. I'm hopeful, I'm optimistic, I'm sure, I'm positive. You can use all these strong certainty words to say something positive or to say something negative. Both you can do, but the stem of your sentence is I am hopeful, I am optimistic, I am sure, I am positive that. What? That Ram will clear all his exams. That Ram will come out in flying colors. I am sure about Ram clearing all his exams. I just want you to remember this about and ing and then that and no ing. Just remember this. I have no doubts that Ram is going to do brilliantly in life because he is working so hard. So you can continue the sentence. So when you do spoken English and we talk like this, continue that sentence. Don't stop at that he'll come out in flying colors, full stop. This is what the books do to you. They kind of stop you. Instead of that, continue your sentences with a reason. Why? Because he's been working very hard. Why? Because he is making sure that he wakes up every morning to study. So it can be anything. So you decide on a reason and you start writing sentences where you expand these sentences. The other way to do it is to say it is clear, it's obvious that no one will protest. No one will protest against injustice. It is clear, it's obvious, no one will protest against the injustice. And again you can say because, or you can say for fear of. So you can use a prepositional phrase. If you say because, then it will become a clause. If you put for fear of, it becomes a prepositional phrase. For fear of a backlash, for fear of being put in prison, for fear of finding that they are alone. See the ing word, because you put for there. Preposition ing, preposition ing. So that's how it goes. I doubt very much whether. This is another way to say it. I doubt very much whether, or I wonder if. Whether, remember, is a formal word and if is a more of a spoken English word. So I doubt very much whether you should go there. I doubt very much whether she will show up today. So you can have several doubts. I doubt very much whether. I wonder if she'll show up today. I wonder if you should go there is another way of saying it, but whether is a better word than if. Just remember this. So then you have words like all your modals of possibility and probability is also doubt words. It may rain, which means that it may means a possibility. That means I doubt, I am not sure. It may, it might rain, it could rain. I would go if I had to, not sure, I would go if I had to, otherwise I won't go. So you all these would, could, may, might kind of words will come in very handy when you want to express doubt. I am confused about, I have regrets about, and you can go on like this. You can also make it into nouns, the likelihood of her turning up, the likelihood of, the minute you see of preposition, her turning up, the likelihood of her turning up for this meeting is remote. Nice sentence. The likelihood of my going to Bangalore this Christmas is doubtful. So you can make sentences like this. You know, when you take these sentences down and change the words a little bit, change the situation a little bit and make your own sentences. That's how you learn. Don't wait for a teacher to come in and teach you all the time. Okay. I suspect is another word to use. I suspect his ability to do so much work. I suspect his intentions. I suspect his or her, I suspect her commitment to the cause. I can say all this. Lovely language. So use some of these, and then of course there is your all your adverbs. Maybe she'll turn up. Perhaps she'll come today. I suppose she may come. You can use all these suppose, maybe, perhaps kind of words. You could use adverbs with these like I'm completely sure, I'm totally sure, I'm actually sure, I'm really sure, I'm certainly positive. So use these, some of these adverbs add great weight. I am unequivocally, nice word, big word, I am unequivocally sure that it is going to be a failure, that they will not succeed. So you can say something very strongly by you putting an adverb, and that will make it very strong. It is undoubtfully clear. So you can use a lot of, or apparently this is a flop. So you are saying it appears to be a flop, I am not very sure. It's not so heavy, it's not so strong. It's more in the kind of likely sort of. That means it may go here or it may go there. But if you say certainly, unequivocally, things like that, then it means that 100% no way. That's what it means. Doubts can also be done with a couple of idioms. So if I say somebody is sitting on the fence, it means that the person is not sure. If he's sitting on the fence, it means he might jump this side or that side. So a person sitting on the fence is a person who doubts whether this side is right. Should he vote for this party or the other party? He's a fence sitter. Fence sitters are the ones politicians try to get onto their side because they might fall on either side. So remember this fence sitting business. The way to remember it is to create an image in your head of a person sitting on a fence. Good way to remember. You also call people who doubt all the time. There are some people, if you tell them something, they'll immediately doubt. Oh, I'm not sure whether, I'm not sure if, I'm not sure, I suppose it might. They go like this. They can be very annoying. And you call them doubting Thomases. I don't know how the word Thomas came. Maybe there was a guy called Thomas who kept doubting everything, but you have this word doubting Thomas. Maybe we should look it up, maybe it's biblical. But doubting Thomases are typically people who doubt all the time. They are what you call your skeptics or your cynics, this vocabulary. A cynic is again a person who doubts. A skeptic is somebody who doesn't believe in many things, or especially in the goodness of things they don't believe. So you have a whole bunch of doubting people. And then sometimes you say he's got cold feet. He was going to take up the job, but then he got cold feet, which means he doubted, he backed off, he decided not to do it. Why? He got cold feet. That means he had some very heavy doubts about whether it will work, and therefore he decided to reject it. So he got cold feet. So guys, I have given you so many wonderful ways of expressing doubt. It's fun to hear, and you might imagine that you have got it simply because it's easy to understand. But if you want to make it your own, you need to work on it a little bit, okay? So watch this video a few times, make sure that you kind of write down, make your own sentences, deliberately use them whenever you want to express doubt, and trust me, you'll get it, and your English will become better by leaps and bounds. And therefore, make sure you keep watching our books. Writing with Ease, Language with Ease is full of wonderful structures like this. Make sure you pick them up either on our website or from Amazon. The Language with Ease books has got amazing sentences, okay? Has all of these, some of these wonderful ideas are already sitting in those sentences, which you will do for a lot of grammar like I did with you. And the answer keys to that are sitting on Kindle for you to pick up. So it's just amazing. You work on yourself, and I'm telling you, you'll shine. There'll be nobody to touch you with the English. You'll do better than the British. So guys, till we meet again, keep smiling.